Guys, thanks so much for clicking on today's Faith Talk. My name is Dreyah, also known as Sweetly Dreyah here on YouTube. And today I'm bringing you guys 10 things that you should pray for. So, a little transparency. At first, this video was just going to be one big video of 30 things we could pray for. But I soon realized that the video would have been way too long because I kind of want to give you guys some context as to what you could possibly be praying for each specific thing. So for time's sake and for the sake of your time, I don't want to hold you guys for too long. We'll just do increments of 10. So this will be pretty much part 1 of this video where I will be sharing some things that we could pray for. So just a little tip, when I give you these topics, if you choose one or happen to choose one for the day or the night, take some time, at least 5 minutes, to just think and reflect of the different ways that you can pray about that topic. Every person is different, so you may not have experienced stuff that I've experienced, or I might not be aware of stuff that you are aware of. So just take a moment to think about yourself and the people around you, because prayer isn't meant to be selfish. We are also called to pray for others as well. And just think of different ways you can tackle that topic and then go into it. That way you can really cover yourself and everybody in prayer, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I really hope this video helps you guys. It's meant for just anybody. If you're struggling with prayer, if you need some ideas, if your prayer life is boring, if it's grown stagnant, then this video is definitely for you. So let's go ahead and get started. So the very first thing I have here on the list is our faith. We can always pray for increased faith. We will never reach a high potential or our highest potential of faith. It will always grow and sometimes even decrease. So just praying for your faith, praying for others' faith, maybe your family members, but just mainly just your faith. Praying for the faith, that it increases, that more souls are being saved. So you can really go any type of way with this one and really all of the ones that I list, but definitely pray for your faith. You can also pray for the world. Yes, as you guys know, the world has flipped upside down, turned backwards and forwards, been bounced like a basketball, and shot in the hoop. Okay, all 2020. So there's so much going on in the earth. And if you could just take a step back and think about the things that have been happening when it comes to not only this world and this topic, but just things in general. If you just take a step back. So definitely just praying for the world and its circumstances will definitely be a petition of the heart to God. And you never know, he may answer your prayers in his will, in his way, and definitely in his timing. You can also pray for the lost. This could be anything. Those who are missing, those who are lost in spirit or within the faith. Maybe they're in the faith and they believe in God but may not know what about it or like how to navigate the Christian faith. Maybe those who are not yet believers, who are just lost in the world and they're wandering the world, not really knowing who God is or not wanting to know who God is. So you can really go hard on this one as well. You can also pray for the brokenhearted. Like I said, the world has really took a big turn in 2020. So praying for those who are brokenhearted, whether it be a relationship or a loss of a loved one, maybe depression or anxiety, fear. There's many ways that a heart can be broken. It doesn't have to be a breakup. So just thinking about your loved ones and people you know and maybe not even don't know, and just thinking about ways a heart can be broken and praying and covering those things. So I kind of mentioned this one, but we definitely need to pray for the unbeliever. This is a person that does not believe in God. They either don't have a desire to, they would rather not, or maybe they have had some church hurt in the past, maybe experienced some people in their family or someone close to them hurt them in the church and they no longer want to believe. Maybe they think it's just smoke in the air and we're crazy for believing in God. Pray for those people that one day God will change their heart, that one day something will happen where the only name they can depend on is God, and that be the very thing that turns their hearts towards God. Now, you don't want to pray anything bad over that person, but just pray for a moment of a heart to be changed in the unbeliever and watch how God does it. You may not ever know that that person or whoever you're praying for, their heart has changed, but you can be praying for someone you have no idea who they are, and their heart will soon be changed. So prayer works, and just pray for the unbeliever because we really want people to experience God's love. It's so good, and if it's good to you, then why not share that through prayer that someone also else experiences it. We can pray for our friends, obviously. maybe new friends. Maybe you don't have many friends and you long to have friendship. You can pray for that. Maybe you have many friends and they all specifically have something going on in their lives. You can cover them in prayer, whether or not they believe or not. Definitely cover all your friends in prayer. Just pray for them. I mean, you either have friends or you don't. So you can either pray for new friends to come in your life, or maybe you have friends, but you want a best friend, or you want a specific type of friend. God is miraculous. So you never know what he can bring into your life. So if you're in need of a friend of a specific type or specific characteristics, pray that. And hopefully your prayers will be answered. Obviously, we need to pray for our families. Like I said, each individual has their family, and you know your family best. So take the time to pick a couple of your family, your close relatives, immediate, and aunts and uncles, whatever you want to do, and think about them. Think about what they may need prayer for, or you can even ask them, hey, how can I pray for you? And from there, you take that to God's feet and you pray and cover them in prayer based on their situations, circumstances, or just over them in general. So definitely include your friends and your family in your prayers. Always cover your friends and family. Let's see, we're on number 8. We could pray for our husbands or our future husbands, or our wives and our future wives. So I'm not married yet, but I always pray for Jeremy. I'm currently engaged and I pray for him. I just love him so much, and I always want to cover him in all different types of ways. Pray for his career, his finances, his mind, his heart. Rebuke the enemy in his life, his emotions, his day. You can pray about any and everything in your husband or wife's life. And if you are in your waiting season, which is all right too, okay? If you are waiting and you are single, you can pray for your future significant other, the qualities and the characteristics that you wish for that person to have. Definitely take those to God's feet and see what he says about it. And just, talk about what you want your partner to be like to God. I mean, he's the best person for that. He's going to send that person your way. You guys are going to cross paths. So just petition that to God. Number 9 is our children or our future children. So for me, I would be praying for my future children because I don't have any children yet. But obviously, I want them to be smart. Like, pray about what you want your kids to be like. Pray about, you don't have to be like materialistic. Like, I want them to be like cool and fly. Like, obviously you can pray those things, but praying for health, praying for life, praying for their faith in advance. And you can also pray for how smart they are and their futures and all of that good stuff. So just praying for your children. And if you have children, like I said, you can pray over their faith, over their everyday at school, or their development, their futures, and just cover them with protection and health, good things. And I think that's a wonderful thing. I think you can spend like a long time on all of these, at least 5 to 10 or at least 15 minutes on these, and just go deep into prayer. So definitely pray for your children or your future children. I think that's a really sweet and thoughtful thing to do, and God would love to hear your thoughts on that. So why not? And the last thing I have on the list is health and diseases. I'll mention it once more. 2020 has been spent around like a basketball on an index finger and woed and all types of stuff. Okay, so when it comes to health and diseases, with the pandemic going on, you can pray over the world and those who have lost loved ones because of it. You can pray for the other diseases that are out here. Maybe your family members or somebody has diseases. If you unfortunately have any sicknesses or diseases, God would love to hear your heart in regards to those things. So just praying your heartfelt words, just in hopes that it gets relieved from your mind and from your body, relieving all sicknesses from you. You can really go farther. So much to pray about when it comes to disease and health. Maybe you struggle with working out. That's something that I do. I'm not consistent with it. Like, I'll get a burst of energy and I'll work out, but maybe pray for obedience and consistency in working out. Maybe pray for a future healthy lifestyle. There's so much you can pray for, you guys. So definitely pray for health. Those who have health issues, or just protecting yourself in advance and preparing your body and taking your body serious when it comes to eating or exercising and staying clean and healthy and all those good things. Okay, so that's number 10. So guys, that is the 10 things that I suggest that we pray for. Pick one of those things, grab them off the shelf, think about them a little bit, and petition your hearts for prayer unto God. And I promise you, God hears every word that you say. If you end up crying, he catches every tear. And this is a specific moment for you and God to bond, for you guys to speak and talk, and for you to communicate to God the desires of your heart. So you can spend at least 5 minutes to 30 minutes on these things, you guys. You don't have to say a quick prayer. You can really go deep into these things, or you can go as quickly as you want to. Nonetheless, these are just some ideas for you guys. I really hope this video was helpful. Like I said, in the future, there will be a part 2 and a part 3, and maybe even a part 4, because there's so many things that we can pray for. So just be on the lookout for that in future videos. But you can't do that unless you're subscribed to me, right? So go ahead and subscribe to your girl so you can keep up with the lovely content that I create for you guys. And also make sure you comment down below other things that you think we should pray for. This is just my list, and this is on the beginning of my list, but I would love to add things also to my prayer list as well. So share your thoughts in the comment section, and I will catch you guys in my next video, okay? Bye!